Hello, hello. We're Whole Food Revolution. I'm Ronit. I'm a happiness coach. And
I'm Nelum. I'm a GP.
And today I want to share with you something about label reading. Nelum and I talk a lot about label reading. And I had just one of my clients. That's a person who just ate whatever. And he's making a huge shift because he had a bit of a crisis and he's making a huge shift. And I saw him this week, and he came and he said, "You won't believe, but it's the first time in my life." The guy is over 50 years old. It's the first time in my life he looks at the labels of the food because he never thought.
Yeah, he just thought that what was advertised was real.
Yeah. So yeah, he was looking at things that, whatever it says at the heading,
Yes.
it was fine. And now he looks at everything that he's eating and is really, really particular about it. It's very good. And he says that he feels so much better with himself. So let's do a little bit of rules regarding
reading labels. So firstly, it's always good to look at the 100 grams in the 100 gram column. So let's just take one of these. So if you might not be able to read this, but here there are a few columns here, and it says average quantity per 100 grams. Now, it's important to look there because that gives us the ability to
compare apples to apples.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So in that 100 grams, this is very simple. It's called the 5-5-5 rule. You need to have less than 5 grams of sugar, less than 5 grams of carbs. Why is that, Ronit? Why less than 5 grams of carbs?
Because our body, our blood can manage 5 grams of carbs well, and it's okay, and he'll be able to manage this much. And if we have more of it in the blood, that is poison.
Yes.
So the body immediately will increase insulin and try to push this away so it'll never get to the blood. So the blood can manage 5 grams, which is roughly about
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon.
But also because all carbs are converted into sugar.
Exactly.
So sometimes on labels, it says no sugar, big label. But then when you look at the carbs, there's a huge amount of carbs. There might be very little sugar, but all carbs get converted
to sugar.
Into
Carbs is sugar.
Yes. So less than 5 grams of sugar, less than 5 grams of carbs, less than 5 ingredients in the ingredient list. And that is anything more than that suggests that it's more processed. And in those ingredients, there should be no numbers. Those are preservatives, dyes, additives, all those, and no words that you simply can't pronounce.
Exactly. So just for you to know, we're aiming for whole food, okay? If it has number, that's not a whole food.
Yes. And there is one more thing, Ronit,
yes.
Sorry. And no vegetable oils.
Yes.
So that's a 5-5-5, no vegetable oils.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes. And the thing is this, the reason they write names that you don't pronounce is that you don't know what it is. And by the way, sugar has millions of names. I actually found a poster with 100 different names for sugar. So people write them in different ways, so you won't think that that's sugar. And sugar equals carb. It's the same. And it basically, the body is making a lot of effort to get rid of it. More than 5 grams, 5 grams it can manage. More than 5 grams, it's poison. He needs to get it out of the system as much as possible and make a lot of effort. So 5-5-5, no oil. Now,
no vegetable
oil. Vegetable oil is what we call seed oil. Can you give us an example of a seed oil?
So sunflower oil, canola oil, these are all industrial seed oils, and these are not natural oils that come through whole foods. These have been processed and made in a factory. They are highly inflammatory.
Yeah.
You really need to keep away from them.
Yes. So let's look at 5-5-5 and look at this thing. Okay.
So
this is
show what this is.
This is what we call pie and pecan
It's a fig
crackers.
and pecan. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's a speciality cracker.
Look at this beautiful demonstration. There's figs here, which makes you feel like it's vegetables and healthy and
yes.
fruits. And I'm going to try to read what's in here. So first ingredients, we have dried figs.
Look at the 555. So we're doing. So look at the 100-gram column.
Yeah.
And then you're looking to see how much sugar in that 100-gram column.
Sugar is 27 grams. So it means that 22 grams of it, your bodies are going to make a lot of effort of getting rid of it. The second one, which is more problematic, which is carbohydrates, it's only 64.8. So you can see that this will become sugar and your body is going to make a lot of effort. So you can tell how much your body is hard working based on those things. Now, if you look at the ingredients list,
definitely, I mean, there's how many? There's definitely more than 5.
There are more than 5. There, at the end of it is canola oil, no, and then it has a number in here. Every time you see a number, you know that someone is trying to make you not know what this is. It's artificial.
I mean, it's artificial. It's basically been made in a factory. So that is a definite no.
It's not a healthy thing for you. Now look at this one. This is paleo granola keto. And again, it looks really, really beautiful. Let's see if it is really beautiful. Do not be impressed by everything that's written.
So what does this say? Australian macadamias, 22%. Okay.
So 22% of what is in here is macadamia, which is, it sounds very, very promising. Now let's look at the ingredients list. Every place has a nutritional information. Look at this one. Can you see sugars?
The 100-gram column.
Yeah.
And sugars is 4.1.
It's a one tick because it's less than 5.
Yes. Carbohydrate is 5.3.
Yeah, that could go.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Because listen, you can't be perfect, but as long as it's kind of
around the 5,
there,
it is perfectly fine.
And then look at the ingredient list, which is up down here, Ronit. And so there's macadamias, almonds, coconut, flax seeds, pecan. So there's a little bit more than 5.
But all of them are whole food.
Yes.
So it's not a big problem.
There is nothing here
About seed
oils. So
that's a yes.
So this is something that that works with the way we want to be eating.
Yes. So that works really, really well. Now let's go at the Greek yogurt. It's woolly Greek yogurt, and we just had from it. So we have the box. So let's look at the ingredients in here. One, the ingredients list is not a bad thing. No numbers in here. It's basically milk, cultural, and then it says all the different cultures that includes.
And remember that yogurt, particularly this kind of whole milk yogurt, is a fermented food, so that's really good for your gut. But you do need to have those cultures. You need to look and see what those cultures are.
So this one basically has pasteurized milk, cream, skim milk powder, and all the rest is basically live cultures. So basically all the cultures that are in here. So not even 5. That's fine.
And then
sugar
in the 100-gram column.
Sugar is 5.5.
Okay, a little bit there, but still, and then what about carbs?
And the carbs is 7.29.
7.2. Yeah.
7.2.
So it is.
This one is a little bit high, but again, this one is okay. It means your body is going to make a little bit of an effort to get rid of the 2 grams of the sugar extra, but it will be able to do it. And I think having cultures in there is going to counter a little bit of that sugar. Now let's give another example. Now this is a
Leanne Perrin's Worcester sauce.
Yes, and I want you to know that this will be very similar to many of the soy sauce that you're going to see. Basically, when you look at the 100% in here,
100 grams.
The 100 grams in here. Sorry, the 100 grams in here. The 100 grams of sugar is going to be 18, and the carbohydrates is 21, and that's a lot. And you look at it and you say, "Oh my God, it's a no-no."
But how much of this are you going to actually use? You're just going to use a very small sprinkle.
Exactly. Right? And basically, if you look at the quantity, the small quantity, the things that you're using springly, you know, the things that you're using as a spice or anything like this, you're putting so little in there that should not be an issue for you, and your body will be able to manage this very, very easily.
But on that note, the thing that, you know, because we're talking about sauces, the ones that you really need to keep an eye out for are barbecue sauce and tomato ketchup, because the actual serving size, Ronit, is a thumbnail size, okay? But whoever uses just that, we do this, right? That's a lot of sugar. So those sauces, that they are really, you should try and avoid, or you make your own. So this is, I think, really important, and if you know how to read labels, that can make your shopping experience much healthier for you, and less traumatic.
Yes, and I think it's easy to look at the nutritional information and tell yourself exactly how much burden this particular food is going to be on your body. Very easy to measure. 5, 5, 5, no seed oil.
Okay.
If you do like what we're doing here at Whole Food Revolution, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.